Streaming. Chat. Okay. I hope it's streaming. Are we streaming? This is not streaming. Why are you not streaming? Live. It better be streaming. Stream. No? Yeah? Okay. Yes. Hey, you're back. Yes. Hello. Marie. Eastern girl. If I said that wrong, I do apologize. You know, I say things wrong all the time. Maddie. Cordelia. Hello. Do I hear me? No. Look at crazy hair. Wait, it's been that way. Okay. Christopher! Hello. Okay, so back. Let's go back. Down here. Okay, so we've got our pink. And it goes full. Well, it needs a little bit of a trim because it does go full side to side. So this is 4 1/4. Let's get this down to 4 1/4. So we know where we can cut the adorable part. And is that too much? No, I don't think so. Because we'll have our daisies and our cherries. It'll be fine. No, you know what? We're going to trim it just a little bit more. I only want a little bit of this. Get back in there. So I'm going to try and line this up here and here. And we're going to put the end or the bottom of the alphabet at the bottom of the guide. So I'm using the guide for measurements. Welcome back. I want to thank everybody for popping back in. I really do appreciate it. I'm not sure why it went whoop, and then it came back. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm using the guide to guide me. So I'm just putting the tops of the letter at the end of my guide, and then I'm gonna cut that so that I have about the same. Look at that. And then you can save these slivers. We might use them because they might be fun. We might use them. But not that one. It's too small. Okay. And then we can cut our pink part. If we cut this way, we could almost save magical, but I'm not going to. It'll be fine. But we're gonna go with like that much pink. I like that. So let's put some glue behind adorable. Jana, thanks for coming back in, you guys. I really appreciate it. I should have bought more of this while I was shopping. I put in an order for Ranger using my affiliate funds. You guys, I ordered Picket Fence, the Ranger white. So I'll see how that goes. And then I ordered some stencils and a Christmas stamp. Because, you know, today we're gonna be obnoxious with our scissors right now. Look at that. You guys. These scissors, I just can't. Oops. I just can't. Look at how adorable. Okay, and then we're going to trim. We're just gonna go, we're gonna make it 1 inch. Look at that. Look at that. What? I know. So fabulous. So that's going to go across our card like so. It's already adorable. Christina, hello. Thanks for popping in today. Okay, and then we got our butterfly. And we can cover and still see what, I love that. It would be better if it was on a spinner. That is on my to buy list. That is on my to buy list. My other affiliate money, when it comes in, I am buying a pack of spinners. And we will have spinners along with wobbles and all that stuff. Ooh, we should wobble. I know it's not Wobble Wednesday, but Wobble Wednesday reminds us that we can put wobbles on our things, right? Oh, look at that pink. It's like it was made for my card. How adorbs. I need a stamp that says adorbs. Adorbs. In the like 50 million fonts. Not 50 million, but you know. Like, I would like the word adorbs in several different fonts. A fun font, a cursive-y font, a font like this. That's a fun font. It's adorable. But yeah, okay. And then we're going to get some of this paper. We're going to get this, which is, you guys, I don't even know what company. I don't know these things. If you guys know, you know. And then this, our ancient paper and our almost as ancient paper. And we're going to first, we need to do a trial. I'm going to cut a little chunk of this off. I got to clean it up anyways. I'm just going to do a little bit of that. And I'm going to cut the top of this one off. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this. Because I wanted to see if stenciling... Here you go. If stenciling over these would be cute. Cool cakes and crafts with Amelia. How are you? Circus font. Right? Shanna makes it. Hello. So we're just going to do a test run. We're going to see if we like these stenciled, if one or both look interesting with a stencil on it. What'd you guys do with that stencil? We picked a stencil. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's a day, you guys. It's a day. We're having a day. So we're going to do the big blobs. Should we do the big blobs in black? Or shady? Let's try shady. Shady. That is not shady. That's woof. They're shady. We're going to try in shady. It'll be fine. I don't want it a ton, so I'm going to do a lot of tap off. I just want it light. And I'm just doing a trial run, so we're going to do light shady right there. Well, that looks kind of fun. Wait. What did I do? I should have... Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's where we had it. Where's the words on this? Right there. Okay. And so we're going to put this one like so. So this one, really? No. Okay, this is how we do it. We put the one we need down, and then we find the spot where that was. Okay, and then this part, I know. We're gonna try the tickled pink. Because I need to see it. Can't not open it, you guys. But I can open it with my new scissors because our Elizabeth scissors. And it's so fabulous. I didn't even make it up. Somebody else did. These, if you guys missed it, these are Elizabeth. I'm not lying. Look, Elizabeth scissors. Sorry. They're epic. Look at that. Wow, look at that. And I don't think I want it super thick. I think I just want a nice thin layer. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what thin looks like there. And then we'll do one with a thicker layer and just see if we like it thicker. So we did thin and then thick. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel. That smells interesting. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Smells interesting though. I don't know if it's like a good interesting or just interesting. I don't know. Humma. I definitely like it thick. I like it thick, but I'm not sure if I like the gray. Let's try it in pink. Let's try pink on pink. We might be doing kinda, and I say that loosely, kinda monochromatic. It's so loose. We're doing a lot of pink, but there's other pops of color, so it's not monochromatic. We need this one. And I should probably wipe that off so it doesn't dry on there. Let's wipe that off. Ooh, we can get the towel that we just cut up and threw away. Didn't I throw that piece away? Yes, I did. It's right there. Look, our little chunk that we threw away. All because I had to try that. I had to try our scissors on some fabric. Very nice, very nice. Okay. What happened? What happened? Mickey? Oh, the power just went out. I don't know. Power went out. It said, we're done. We're done. So I don't want it dark. I don't want to lose the stuff behind it. So let's try Prom Queen is really dark. Let's try Rosy Cheeks. That one, I'm sure, came in the other one. Come here, you. We're going to go with Rosy Cheeks. That little guy said, I want to go play. But no, we need Rosy Cheeks. Let's piggyback. Rosy Cheeks. We're doing a sample because we're not 100% sure how we want this to look. I think we will go a little bit heavier handed with our spots. Okay. And then we're going to lift our spots. I'm seeing the word is there. And then we're going to flip this one. And then we're going to slide this behind there. And then we're going to line it up where that was. That's actually really easy. Thank you, Simon Hurley, for showing me that. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do thick. And we're going to see if we like this. It's not being perfect. It's just a sample. It's just a sample. That is a very interesting smell. Love Struck. You think Love Struck is? Piggyback is way light. It's at the bottom of my thing. Where's Love Struck? I thought, no. That's Love Bomb. Yeah, I put Love Struck. Love Struck is, to me, really dark. It's a really dark one. Oh, do it light-handed. Never mind. You mean do it light-handed. Oh, I think I like that. Oh, I think I like that. But I think I like it better on the cherries. Loves it. Yeah, sorry. It took me a minute, but yeah. But I think I like that on the cherries more than I do the flowers. But the flowers will be fine because I think what I want to do is in the yellow of the flowers, just do some dotties of glitter just to liven them up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do that on the cherries, and then we're gonna do that on our daisies. Daisies. So we're gonna go ahead and clean our stencil. If you're using Astro Paste, it has glitter in it. If you're a glitter phobe, do not buy it because it looks cool. It's encased when it's dry. Okay. When you have to clean up after Astro Paste, the glitter does become loose and it does get everywhere. It's fine though. I don't mind that. Not a single bit. Oh yeah, I really like that. I like the pattern over that. And I like how the ink just darkens up the little bit of the cherry a little bit. I do. I like that. That's Rosy Cheeks. And then on our daisies, it just, I think it's because our daisies might be too light. But we are going to do the little pin work. And I mean little pin work. But before we get there, we have to cut some. And we're going to put that guy there. That's going to hang over. Yes, it hangs over, and that's fine with me. That way there I don't lose any of my adorable. And then we're going to do, I think we'll do the daisies up here and the cherries down here. Okay, let's move this for a momento. And then we're going to center those into this. So we're going to cut, I don't even know what size this is. 4 score. Oh, we need it smaller because I want a pink border. So this is 4. Sorry. It never comes off. Yeah. Yeah. That glittery stuff sticks to the stick mat. Really good. Okay. I'm pausing because what if we do a nice cut? Like a nice die cut instead of just chopping. Because you know die cuts do something to the edge of the stuff, right? And it's kind of remarkable. I don't know what it is. It does. Not that one. So we're in here. Oh, look at that. So if we cut this and this, right? Because that'll be there. Is that big enough? what's the next size up? I don't know. Is that might be, do we want a little bit of a border or more of a border? I kind of like just the little hint. It would be a little bit. Shanna! Uploading video. So these are our options. More border or less border. And then this would be through the middle. And then those would be nice die cuts. So thin border or medium-sized border. I'm kind of liking the bigger one. I think I do. I think I like the bigger one. Let's plug in. Is he plugged in? He's plugged in and ready to go today. What? Who is this? Adeline. Anna Marette. I don't think I said hello, but hello, my friend. Okay. Oh, and Anna Marette, I was going to type you and got sidetracked. Thank you. I did fix my Tuesdays are at 2:30. I had scheduled them for 2, but they're going to be at 2:30. Unless they start running over, and then I'll set them for 2. Tuesdays at 2:30, the last 2 or 3 Tuesdays of the month. Tuesdays, oh, we're die cutting. We need that. But yeah. Read my comment. Let me scroll it up. You forgot about me. Watching those dramas. You're causing drama. No, I'm joking. Sad. I'm so sad you forgot about me. Okay, we're going to go with the bigger one. No, the smaller one. We're going with the smaller one with a bigger border. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. It'll be fine. So we're going to cut you. Can I die cut this all at once so I don't have that much waste? I don't want to cut my paper, if you know what I mean. I just want to do that and send it through to the other side after Monday, right? Wait, what's after Monday? Tuesday, yes. That day after Monday and before Wednesday. Aren't they the cutest? I have no idea who they're from. But they've been in my stash for a long time, and I've used them for other things. But, yeah. Today we're using them. We're going to send this through, and hopefully it'll cut the edge off. It'll be fine. I just don't want to cut my paper down. This one I will. I don't mind. And you guys can make paper like that. If you guys have a nice cherry stamp, you can stamp cherries all over your paper and make your own cherry paper. But see, this is what I'm talking about. There's something about the edge, it's just nice. Versus, I don't know, like, it bevels the edge and it gives you a nicer edge. And I know it's so hard for you guys to see, but we have this interesting beveled edge versus just a cut edge. So if you're wanting to make your cards a little bit more bougie, even though they're simple, get out your dies. Die cut the paper. It'll round at those corners. Not like super roundy, but it like bevels the things. And it makes it a little bit more bougie. Especially when we're going kind of simple. And it's fine. We can go simple. Easy though, right? Easy, simple. And then look at how much paper I have left. Right? I didn't have to cut the paper, put the die on. I can literally go right up to this piece. And you know, I cut this so nice. You could even put this in a scrapbook and then have like a photo back there. That would be kind of fun. But we're not. Not today. Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, and then we're gonna die cut this guy, and we're gonna look for some, because I have a lot of real estate, I can decide where I want my cherries. Like, because these have a little bit more openy spots, so I'm going to put them like this. And then we're going to get our Elizabeth scissors. That was glorious. Did you just see that? Anyways, I'm the scissors. The scissors. Isn't it funny how silly things just make our day? So fun. So fun. Okay. That looks nice. That looks nice. Oh, I should probably turn that off. Okay. And then we have this one. And then there's a couple of cherries. Like, see this cherry right here, that 2-piece cherry? We can fussy cut this one and then stack them up on that one because it's the same thing, right? We can fussy cut and then stack it on there just to make it pop a little bit more. And I think we're just gonna do the cherry bits. And then we're going to texturize this one, but we're not going to texturize the ones we're going to stamp up. And it should let it pop a little bit more, I think. And because this is thin paper, I think what I'm going to do is glue these cherries to another piece of paper. And then fussy cut them, and then they'll be like bougie. We're making a bougie card. Okay, so there's this. This is the one we're going to texture paste. So we're going to set that there. We're going to get our stencil, leopard, and we're going to put it, see, we can adjust it too. Like, we can find fun places to put this stuff. So I'm going to put that there. We're going to get our rosy cheeks, because that's the color we decided on. And by we, I mean me. Like that, and I'm gonna clean that off right over the top of that, just like so. And then I'm gonna find the word for this one, so leopard 2, and I'm just gonna hold it in this position. I'm gonna lift this up, I'm gonna slide this under, and then we're gonna put our dots back. If I can find where I had them. Where did I have them? Nope. I should have marked my thingy better. Okay, where are you going? Well, I had it up too high. There we go. Let's try this. Had it up too high. Right there. Right there. Right there, right there, right there. And so when I press, the one I need is down there, and then this one I can set aside. And then we'll put the lid back on that because we don't want it to dry out. We'll get this. We'll get this. And this is tickled pink. And we're tickled pink because it was gifted to us from Mickey. Thank you so much for sending it. I'm tickled. I'm tickled because I wasn't able to get it myself. And I was kind of bummed. These exclusive things kind of, they bum me out because I don't always have the money to get the exclusive thingies. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to lift this in one pull, okay, because we don't want it to fall back on itself. And then we're going to scrape up some excess. Because we don't want this to dry on there because it will not come off. Well, it will. You just got to pick at it. It's frustrating. Okay. So then I don't want that to glue down. That looks so nice. I like that. And then that's going to sit there and dry. We're going to clean this off. See, I have some green that's stuck on there. You just gotta pick at it. But I don't want to pick. Pick and scrub. Pick and scrub. It's fine. It's fine. Multitasking. Chatting with C of my grandson who is in the Marines will have to go. Ooh. Hopes he doesn't. Hopes he doesn't. Okay. There's that. That is clean. We're going to set that over there. We're going to clean this. And this is the part where the glitter becomes loose because we have degraded its binder, the binding stuff. But once it's dry in its binding state, like that's, you know, it stays put. It stays put. PJB Stampa. Hello, hello. Okay, so there's that. There's that. This is drying. This little guy is drying, but look how cute. And then this little set, we'll probably put him like this, so we can see them, but we're going to, we're not going to fussy cut with our big Elizabeth scissors, but you totally could. Totally could. We're going to take that, and we're going to take, well, we don't need this. No, we don't. We only need to poop up one, pop up one. And I'm going to take some this. I might fussy cut the stem. Let me just glue it all down. I don't know. So we're going to glue outside our area because we got to cut. We're going to smooth that out like decoupage, you guys. We're going to put that on there. And we're going to cut that off. And then we're going to glue this. Because I want this one to be really bougie. So we're going to glue this one down to that. And then we'll cut once. And then we've created a nice thick die. Oh, I'm going to call it a die cut. Ephemera. A nice big thick piece of ephemera. And if we want it any thicker, we just put another thingamabobbin on there. But we're going to get our fussy cutting scissors. Give our glue a chance to dry. Or don't. Hey! No! It just shot on there. No! No, sir. Get off. Vacate! Did you see that? Here, you guys can look at that while I'm fussy cutting this. And then I'll put that back in my save it bin, and then these can go in the garbage bin. The shirt is fitting. Alexa! Putting on heavy cardstock. Yeah, just to beef it up. Okay, so we're going to do some fussy cutting. And I'm going to cut right close to the line as I can get. Because sometimes you just need to get in there and get it chopped up. And I'm thinking, I'm concentrating, so if you're asking me questions, you're going to have to wait for a response. Just got home. I forgot to glue to heavy cardstock. Do the palm to the forehead. Right? I've done it. Well, I've also done it where I've cut it, and then I'm like, it would have been so much better if I'd have done it the other way. And then have to cut it again. It's fine. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'm awfully shaky today. I don't want to cut through my stem. We got this, though. We can do this. Can we? I don't know. Just take our time. Whew! I almost snipped that right through, but we didn't. We got it. Oh, we got to be careful because I did almost snip that right through. Quit. I love these because they get right in there. It's a little wide right there, but it's okay. And then we can kind of go back down this side on this one to get that little chunk out of there. Okay. We got this. We got this. Right there. We did it! We did it! Look it! We got the cherries! I do have an X-Acto knife. Sometimes I use it, and then sometimes I just scissor. And this one was an okay one to scissor. Scissor cut. But yeah, I have Ryobi X-Acto. Well, X-Acto is the brand, right? Craft knife. I have the Ryobi craft knife, and I love it. It's a triangular shape. And I just realized that's what's missing. What? I'll have to look for that. I think maybe it fell. I heard something crash the other day. I'll have to see because it's not there. But it's cool. It's triangular. Did I say rectangular? It's triangular. It's triangular in shape. Okay, this is still drying, but it's almost dry because the glittery bits are becoming clear. Oh, I love that. Pattern on pattern, you guys. It's fabulous. And then this guy, you know what? We're going to clean this up too because, well, I don't want that big old white spot for that. That's just ridiculous. That's too much white. Do a little bit of white, but not that much white. These scissors are very, very good at getting really close to things. I like them. I mean, look at that. We just downsize his antennas. And then to make them even better, because we have that gold that's on there, we're going to turn the white gold. Because we can. There we go. Okay. We did it. We did it. I have taken to lying to Mike, telling him I don't have a knife. He borrows and never returns. That's sad. Sends you some fancy drink. You know the more you drink, the straighter your line will cut. I don't know about that. Okay. And then we're just going to put a few dots. Not a ton. Not a ton. We don't need a ton. We're just going to put a few little dots in our daisies to brighten them up and make them more fun, because we like to make things more fun. So you can cluster them in one area, you can put them all around, you can do whatever you want because they're your dots. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just willy-nilly tapping it. But I'm tapping very gently. We don't want to bust the tip. There's a tiny, tiny roller ball in there. And it wants to work. It wants to work and give you joy. But if you're mean and aggressive, it will tell you to fluff off and then stop working. So don't push too hard. Let it do its work. If it's not doing its work, I use my finger. The ridges in the finger help get the ball rolling again. And that's how I do mine. I've heard of other people using other things. I can't remember somebody said they did this, and I was like, I don't know about that. What did they say they revived their pen on? Like sandpaper? No. Something? I don't know. That's a very Alice kind of drink. Okay. And then if you have a nice gel pen with lots of glittery bits, like this is the Pentel Dual Metallic. They sell them on the Ranger / Zen Stationary Zen store. They're the Pentel Dual Metallic. They're a type of hybrid. I don't know what the hybrid is, but I love them. And since I've purchased them, I've used them quite a bit. I love them. And we can even put a little bit of sparkle on those. Let's get, because we have a pink one. This one is pink, green, and gold. Pink, green, and gold. Let's do a sample because I don't want to ruin those tiny little cherries I just... Oh, see, that's so nice. It's like, it's too green for this though. It's nice, but not what I want for this. What's the other one? This one is pink with pink. Let's try that one. That one turns out more red, which is fine, with little bitty pinks. And then we're going to do... What are we going to do? What do we want to do? Okay, so if we have those and we do our highlight. Oh yeah, that's nice. So we'll do that, and then a little dude at the bottom with a little dot dot. Little doots and a dot dots. I needed an eraser. Needed an eraser? Who needed an eraser? And hello, Abraham. How are ya? So, the Pentel ones, there's 2 sets. There's the fantasy set and the original, I think. Of course, I lost my doodad. Where's my swatch? Hold on a sec. I've lost my swatches. It was up there. I just used it not that long ago. Okay. Things keep disappearing. Oh. It's right there. Okay. Okay. So the Pentel Dual Metallics, there's Fantasy and Original. Both sets have 7 pins. However, they also have the big set, which is all 14. No overlapping. So if you buy the 2 individuals, and then they won't overlap. Or you can buy them all at once in one thing. It's a little bit cheaper to purchase the big set. But these are the dual metallics. They're so shiny. So shiny. But yeah, I just bought the whole set because I was really impressed with the matte hop. Matte hop, they're matte. They're a matte finish. But you can purchase these individually or in 3 different sets or 1 big set. And again, no overlapping. If you buy the big set, it's the same as buying all 3 sets. And these are also Pentel. I didn't realize that. These are Pentel Matte Hop and then the Pentel Dual Metallics. But yeah, they're just really sparkly. I don't even know. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but they've done a good job. So we're gonna do our little cherries. Do I want them on the same side, or do I want like one like that and then one like that? We're gonna do that instead. I like that. We're just gonna do like a little shadow where the divot would be. So we're gonna come down like so. And then maybe a little bit there. I like that. I like that better. I like that better. I like that better. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I got to do a project with my old pins, my old metallic pins. Why is there a gap right there? Because that is supposed to be right there. Sorry. I had to fix it. Okay. So we got our little cherries. We got this little guy. We got this guy. And then we've got our assembly. Let's assemble. Rangers assemble. And look, I love it. We went to our pink bucket and we didn't even have to cut this piece. It was just ready for us. We love that. Make sure this is upright. Plop that down. Plop it down, plop it down. Look at that. Like we knew. Okay, and then this guy's going to go at the top. I'm going to put some glue on there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I just moved that around, but it was nice until I moved it. It's fine. Okay. And then this guy, he's mostly dry, so we're still going to be a little bit careful. The paper still feels cold, which means there's still watery bits in there. Oh, I should have tested this. Because I really would like that to be... Yeah, we're going to put it like this. We're going to put it like this. It'll be fine. We're just eyeballing. And we're pressing gently because, like I said, it's not fully dry. And then we could flip it and press it a little bit more firmly. Okay. And then we've got our centerpiece, which is going to go there. I like that. I'm going to shift this up just a little bit. Okay. And because we use the die, we know that both pieces are exactly right. Right. And then we've got these little guys. Just put a little bit of glue on them. And then we're going to plop these guys. We're going to shift it just ever so slightly. Put you there. Nope. Nope, you're not listening, sir. Sir. We just want a little shadowy bit. There we go. Press that for just a momento. And then this guy, we said it. We should do it. I think these ones are too big. Yep. Gotta go hunting for a little one. Because I know it's not Wobbler Wednesday, but hopefully Wobbler Wednesday sticks in your head. And then on other days, you're like, oh, you know, Wobbler Wednesday wobbles would be great. So I'm putting the hard non-clear piece on the back of my ephemera, and then the clear skinny piece we're gonna glue, well, it glues itself right down. And I think we should do it like that, so we have that little bitty cherry that is popped up there. Or you know what? Maybe not right over. Maybe... No. No, we're going to have to put the cherry... Sorry. The thing. We're going to put him right there. We're going to put him right there. And we're going to press... Because the last time I didn't press enough and I went to flick my thing and it popped right off, you guys. It was terrible. Look it. How is that? And we can still read the adorable, even if it what our brain still knows what that is. Our brain knows, yes, it's fine. The brain knows what that is. Oh my goodness. Look at all that shiny good. Look it. Masculine butterfly. Do you think so? I like it. And I'm glad we trimmed that white bit off of there. It was, yeah. And then we'll put a thank you note in there and ship it off. But this is what I like about my homemade stamp. We used rosy cheeks. And so I can use a rosy cheeks for my homemade stamp. Look at that. And then I shouldn't have put that pin away. These are fun to write with. They're fun to color with. They're also fun to write with. So today is 7/20/26. PATTER. Paper Monday. And then there's that. The card is all done. And then they get a glittery thingy on the back. And then we'll mail that out next week. Or at the end of the week. I don't know. I'll mail it out. I gotta get the card addressed and everything. And then it shall go into the mail as a thank you. A thank you to Mickey for the Astro Paste. I also have to make another thank you card. I really need to get all my thank you cards. I gotta do a thank you card for this. Because it's fabulous. Any hoobins. I might do that in a video. Make a thank you card. That would be good. All right, my friends. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And we will see you next time right here on the channel. Pattern Paper Monday turned out pretty darn good. I'm going to have to clip a photo of that and post that. We'll see you tomorrow is Tuesday. So, that's at 2:30 p.m. Eastern for scrapbooking. Our first scrapbooking Tuesday. I'm excited. And then Wednesday, I think it's Wobbler Wednesday. Could it be Wobbler Wednesday already? And then Thursday is Sublimation Thursday with Debbie J. So I hope to see you guys there. And then Friday, two crafty girls. Our crafty Deborah from Canada should be back home. And we'll get crafting. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful, crafty rest of your day. Thank you, Marie Eastern Girls, for hanging out. Thank you, Maddie, for hanging out and being part of the Chatty McChattersons. And she yelled at me, don't cover Adorable, and we did it anyway. Any hoobins? Bye-bye.